Good afternoon, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome back to my channel. Yours truly, Eddie Jeezy, giving you all the latest Laker news updates and analysis. So let's talk about Dwight Howard. It is official. Dwight Howard is a Los Angeles Laker again. It's a one-year deal, non-guaranteed. He was bought out by the Memphis Grizzlies. So one thing to keep in mind with this contract, I'm going to read a couple different tweets from Adrian Wojnarowski. One of the things I want to do is really just kind of go over and get Laker fans' opinion. Did you like the move? Do you wish this didn't happen? Are you happy it happened? So we'll just kind of break all that stuff down. So first things first. First thing, Adrian Wojnarowski, we already know, reported that Dwight Howard will be joining the Los Angeles Lakers. Howard had several meetings with the Laker officials, and they'll give him a chance to show that he's made changes on how he conducts himself. Lakers players are involved in the process, he later on threw out a tweet. Lakers are entering a Howard partnership with caution for years. He's talked about making changes, how he interacts with coaches and teammates. He's still saying those things now, but the ability to cut him without cost is a leverage for the organization. Dwight Howard also came to meet Lakers after dropping 25 pounds, showing that his back is healthy. Lakers wanted him to protect the rim, rebound, in limited role. Howard realized he's hit rock bottom. He's very humble. And let's talk about Dwight Howard. That's Adrian Wojnarowski just sent out a tweet that Dwight Howard is officially a Los Angeles Lakers. So one thing to know about the contract is this. First of all, let's all be honest with this. You know, if DeMarcus Cousins doesn't get injured, this was going to be a conversation. Lakers wasn't trying to find a way to bring Dwight Howard be a part of the Laker because DeMarcus went down. That opened up the door and an opportunity for Dwight Howard. They worked out Joakim Noah, Maurice Spades. I was on the Kenneth Faried bandwagon. I wanted him to be a Laker. I was looking more at the perspective, can we just have somebody that's going to be more like a grinder, that's been in the league for a while, who already knows his role and who already know what he's going to bring to the table. But that's not the case. Dwight Howard's going to be the man for the Lakers to be that backup center. So for those who don't know, he is 33 years old right now. He'll be 34 years old on December 8th. Actually younger than LeBron James. Part of his deal with the Lakers. So, just so everybody doesn't know what a one-year non-guaranteed deal means, the Lakers can cut him by January 7th without a cost to the team. So that's how bad Dwight Howard is just trying to get back into the league. That's how bad Dwight Howard just wants another opportunity where this could literally be a non-guaranteed deal when it's all said and done between the Lakers and Dwight Howard. So this is the risk by signing Dwight Howard. And again, I'm basically allowing this platform. You guys tell me, you guys like the deal? You don't like the deal? I'll keep updating you. I put out a Twitter asking Laker fans, what do you guys think about the Lakers signing? Is it worth the risk or it doesn't make sense? I put it out about an hour ago, and 80% of the Laker fans are saying it's worth the risk. So I wanted to say that right from the beginning, because when I give my viewpoints, I'm obviously just one Laker fan, and you guys will give your viewpoints, and typically varies. Last week when I did my show earlier in the show, I did my show on Monday I put out a tweet saying, do you want to see Dwight Howard as a Laker or no? It was very close. It was 52% were saying they don't want to see Dwight as a Laker, but 48% of Laker fans says, yeah, I want to see him as a Laker. But now that he's officially a Laker, a Los Angeles Laker, 80% of the Laker fan so far, they are saying that it's definitely worth the risk for Dwight Howard. So I'm going to list down to you guys what are some of my concerns in signing Dwight Howard. And number two, what are some of the benefits that could come along with it? This is what I could say is the risk. I haven't been crazy about Dwight Howard quite some time. I mean, when he was with Orlando and he was coming to the Lakers, just a style in Orlando. He was one of the best rim protector in the NBA. He was one of the best pick and roll guys in the NBA, throw loves at him all day long. It doesn't matter if it's a bad pass or a good pass. Dwight Howard was a beast down low back in the Orlando days. Understand Van Gundy averaged about 28 points, almost 2.5 blocks in his season there. So Dwight Howard, at his best in the NBA, was a guy that would protect the rim, block shot, grab rebound, clean up the glass, and be an enforcer down low. That's when he was at his best. And that's Dwight Howard. There's a reason why he was one of the best big men in the NBA, if not the best big man in the NBA at that time, because he played to his strength. His strength were what? His strengths were, I don't have to be an expert in basketball. You don't have to be an expert in basketball. But you know what Dwight Howard was really, really good at? Dwight Howard was amazing in a role that he played for the Orlando Magic, where I thought the tide turned for Dwight Howard was when, I don't know if other people were selling him on trying to play a different role in the NBA, but his skill set didn't support the type of player he was trying to be in the league. This is what I mean by that. When I think of Pau Gasol, you think of Pau able to left-handed hook shot, right-handed hook shot, face the basket, 16-footer. One of the best, has some of the best touches from a big man. You don't think of Dwight Howard like that. And Dwight Howard tried in his career to be more of an offensive player than what he really was. That wasn't his strong points. Dwight Howard's career completely changed when he tried to be more than an offensive player, wanted to post up more, wanted to face the basket more, wanted to focus more on offense more. He thought he was a player that he wasn't. And when I'm talking about, not talking about other distractions that Dwight Howard has been in his past career, but I do think that in his time in Orlando, which was his best and most efficient, most dominating time, heck, it took the Orlando Magic to the finals against Kobe and Pau, and we all know what happened in that series. Lakers won the championship, but pretty impressive that they got that far, and they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, they beat LeBron James, and they made it to the finals. Okay, that's the Dwight Howard. That was the best version of Dwight Howard that we've ever gotten in the NBA. Since then, he's played for the Houston Rockets, for the Los Angeles Lakers, for Charlotte, Atlanta. Just got bought out by Memphis last year. He was with the Washington Wizards. I think he got brought out by Brooklyn before that. How many teams has he been on since Orlando? My concern has always been with Dwight Howard is who he thinks he is and who he really is. I gave this example on my show on Monday. Dwight Howard also never convinced me that all he cared about was winning championship. All he cared about was, I just want to win. Yes, I'm going to make money. Yes, I'm going to be a Hall of Famer one day. Yes, all the accolades that comes along being a big-time star in the NBA. Who cares about all that? Am I winning or am I not? And pretty much everywhere he's been since Orlando, he hasn't won, including the Lakers. Now, I say all this, but that's the risk with Dwight Howard. And then there's the risk of what kind of locker room is he going to be. There is risk in all this. So that's why I was going the more conservative approach. Going with a guy like Kenneth Faried, because we already know what we're going to get from Kenneth Faried. But you can put all that to the side now, because here's the bottom line. Dwight Howard is a Los Angeles Laker. Dwight Howard is going to be a player when training camp starts. He's going to have an opportunity to try and right some of his role. The numbers don't lie. The dude puts up stats. If you follow, whether you follow Dwight or with his career or not, everywhere he's gone, he can put up numbers. With Houston, 16 points, almost 12 rebounds, 1.5 blocks, 3 seasons there. How about the one season with the Lakers? 17 points, 12.5 rebounds, almost 2.5 blocks on one season with the Lakers. Charlotte and Atlanta, similar numbers. I won't go over. The Washington Wizards only played 9 games. So the upside with Dwight Howard is, what if he becomes a version of what he was 5 years ago? What if he was putting up numbers 16 and 10 a game, and then he's coming off the bench, and then he's accepting his role the way the Lakers and Coach Frank Vogel and Palenka and everybody envisioned? What if he becomes the guy that says, you know what? I really don't care. I just want an opportunity to try. What if he becomes that guy? And if he becomes that guy, that's why 80% of the Laker fans are saying, you know what? It's worth the risk. I already think we have a championship caliber roster. So whether we have with or without Dwight Howard, I think the Lakers are still in the position to compete for NBA championship. But the Lakers are also rolling the dice. You know, they rolled the dice on DeMarcus Cousins. Now, DeMarcus is a much different situation. 29 years old, coming off a year playing with the Golden State Warriors, also coming off major injuries. And unfortunately for him, by tearing his ACL, we're probably never going to see DeMarcus Cousins in the Lakers jersey. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just, obviously, maybe I'm pessimistic when I say that. But we just don't know how long he's going to be out for. We don't know if the Lakers are going to keep him in the roster. I just don't have any idea. We're going to have to find out. But they rolled the dice on DeMarcus Cousins. And they're going to roll the dice on Dwight Howard. I hope Dwight Howard becomes a player that we could look at down the road and say, you know, this guy got a second chance with the Lakers and really, really took advantage of the opportunity. That this guy in his career, where many times nobody really took him seriously, they definitely didn't take him seriously since after the Orlando days. And he's had issues, it seems like, everywhere he's gone, whether here in LA or bickering in Houston with James Harden. And I won't even blame everything on Dwight Howard or issues when he was in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Everywhere he's gone, it feels like Dwight Howard has had issues. Now, can you change the man at age 33? I don't have that answer for you. I really don't. I don't have an answer if Dwight Howard overnight is going to become a different person. Somebody called into the show Monday and said, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Right? Took a while to get it out there. Well, what I will say is, if you're Dwight Howard and you're coming back to the Los Angeles Lakers after playing only one season, after the franchise was putting billboards and trying to get you to come play with the franchise and the team and try to re-sign with the Los Angeles Lakers, and you turned them down, and every time you come here, you get booed, and the Lakers didn't live up to the expectations that everybody thought when Dwight Howard was here, when Steve Nash, Pau Gasol, Kobe Bryant, granted that the injuries was there, but the Lakers never lived up to those championship caliber expectations. If you're Dwight Howard, you got a shot to come to the Los Angeles Lakers and be an impact player, period. You got Anthony Davis, whom I think is going to be one of the best players in the league and will be competing for the MVP. You got LeBron James, who's one of the greatest to ever do it. And I know he's getting older, but this would be a very interesting season for LeBron James because he's in a position where he's had plenty of rest. You know, didn't have a long finals run last year, had a season cut short because some of the injuries he's had. Seems like he's going to be ready for this upcoming year. You got players that are coming back in Rondo and JaVale McGee and KCP. You have the right role players, seems like, with Danny Green. You got Kyle Kuzma, who's a budding star, a young player who's playing for the USA Basketball. You got a roster that you can compete with for an NBA championship. And one or two things are going to happen with Dwight Howard. It's either he's going to embrace that role and embrace being a team player and embrace doing anything he possibly can to try and win an NBA championship. Or he's not. And he's going to be cut. And he's probably will never get another opportunity again in the NBA. Which option do you think is better? I hope he chooses option A. I hope he chooses that I don't care what this team needs me to do. I'm going to freaking make it happen. I don't care if they need me to roll up my sleeves, dive for loose balls, come off the bench. Some games I'm not going to play. Some games I'm going to be 8th man off the bench, 9th man off the bench. Whatever the heck they want me to do, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to produce, and I'm going to produce results to earn the respects of Laker fans, the players on the team, the coaching staff, other players around the team. I mean, Dwight Howard got a lot to prove in the NBA. He's got a chip on his shoulder. What I mean by that, just because he's played extra amount of years, just because he's going to become a future Hall of Fame, doesn't mean he's got respect all around the league. This could be the year that he really shows. I hear all this chatter about he's humble. Dwight Howard is humble. He's not the same person that he used to be. That he understands what Kobe Bryant used to say, certain things or about him. He now respects what Kobe Bryant used to say. Dwight, all you got to do now is come out this year. Lakers got 43 nationally televised game between NBA TV and TNT and ESPN and ABC. All you have to do is, on the biggest stage in basketball, is come out here, prove that you're a team guy that's willing to sacrifice for a franchise that hasn't made the playoff in 6 years, that has 16 NBA championship, that has a fan base that couldn't be hungrier to compete for an NBA championship, and be one of those players in that locker room that is a role model, that's leading the squad, and show everybody that you're not just talking the talk, walk the walk. And that's the opportunity that Dwight Howard has coming up this season. Laker fans, what do you think? Do you like the signing of Dwight Howard? Do you think it's a good risk to take, or do you think it makes no sense? Please go ahead and place your comment right down there in the box if you have any questions. Thank you for tuning in. Yours truly, Eddie Jeezy. That's the latest news and updates with regards to Dwight Howard, and that's my NBA news and analysis. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace, and we are out.